back to Locker Room Dads. Today, we are blessed to have the man that might have the biggest biceps in the NFL. He hunts QBs for a living. Nick Williams, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Thanks for
Of
having me.
course, man. Well, we all know that you are a dominant force on the D line for the Lions. But let's talk about how it all started, the football career. But legend has it that you actually played basketball before you played football. Can you
Yeah,
walk us
well,
through that?
legend has I tried to play basketball. Thought I was gonna be good at it. Thought I was gonna be good at it. Thought I was gonna be like 6'8", you know what I'm saying? This monster, tall dude, but didn't happen that way. My dad came to me my senior year in high school when I didn't. Obviously, I didn't have any offers in basketball because I was like 6 feet playing the four. So he said, "Nick, you better go out for the football team if you want to get a scholarship." So that's what I did.
So the college thing kind of just snowballed after you're done with the basketball thing. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go all in high school, right? What like last 2 years or so, and then
Yeah, I mean, most of my high school friends played football. I was just some skinny dude that was like, "Oh, I look like a basketball player," and so I played basketball. So my senior year, I played football. Was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to Sanford
I
University.
feel like you keep saying like you were skinny. Like now, people that are like listening, like you're
Yeah,
6'4", 310.
Yeah,
Like
big
no,
difference.
no skinny kid here.
yeah. I look like Patty O
Yeah.
when I was in high school. Yeah, I look like Patty O. I was skinny.
You were skinny, huh? Okay. So when we segue into the kids, let's talk about how many kids you got. I know the kids were probably born in different states, right? Like I wasn't sure exactly the
Yes.
timeline of that. Like walk us through where the kids were born and talk a little bit about like the football at where you were in that stage of life.
Okay, so my oldest is Eliana. She's 5 years old. She'll be six, actually, on the 15th of February. So she was born in Kansas City when I was playing with the Chiefs. My son, Nick Jr., we call him Bubba for short, like his nickname. He's 4. He'll be 5 in June. You put me on the spot with all these birthday questions, man. He'll be 5 in June. And he was born in Miami.
Nice, Miami baby.
So my kids are like military kids, man. They've been born
That's,
everywhere.
that's awesome though. I know I talked about
Yeah.
like that with Shelby. I'm like, Palmer was born in Illinois. I'm like, hopefully we stay, but like the next one, I don't know if you know this, but Shelbs is like 10 weeks pregnant, so she's like pretty,
Ew.
yeah, so she's pretty young, and uh,
Congrats, man. Gonna be playing a little man to man here soon.
phew, you have to walk me through that.
I can't walk you through that, man. You have to you have to ask your dad or somebody.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn as you go.
For sure, I feel like that's half of parenting. You just got to learn.
Might be all
I
parenting.
mean, one you kind of figure it out, and then the next one you're just like, but
Yeah, we're just figuring out as we go.
So one thing Pat told me too is you've basically moved city to city every time you play, and you put your roots down. So right now you're up in Detroit. You know, you were down in Chicago. So walk us through going through with your kids, moving schools and all that. How hard is that to do, or is it pretty easy for you guys?
Well, since they're younger, when I was in Chicago, my kids weren't in school because they were too young. Um, and when I was in Miami, Eliana was only 15 months, so she wasn't in school. So Eliana just started kindergarten here at a private school in Michigan this year. So and Bubba goes to like a kind of like a stay and play
Yeah.
type deal. It's like a pre-K type deal. So
oh,
they're in school right now. It's nothing like strenuous. So they're just chunking away at school. Eliana stays full days for 5 days a week. Bubba goes like half days, 3 days out of the week, and then a longer day on Tuesday, Thursday. So it's nothing crazy. She comes home with like worksheets, stuff that dads can help out with right now. You know, when they start getting up there
like fifth grade
in
math,
classes, then you
yeah.
Yeah,
call them
Common
mom.
Core.
You call them mom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When did you put them in? I guess like daycare or because Cairo Santos, the kicker on my team, he's going through that now. Where he's just like, I got to get him out of that. Just give me a break because now we're back in the house like all time, like 24/7. And he's like, I don't know how you do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what is it like almost two or like just under that? You put him in daycare.
Well, it just depends. It just depends. I mean, we play in the NFL. We live different lives than like say like the regular 9 to 5 type parent that has to put their kid over in daycare when they're like 2 years old. Not for us. I mean, Eliana started pre-K last year, so she was 4. She was 4 when she started pre-K.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
she started at the same school that Bubba's at now, and she loved it. And then she graduated. So she graduated up into kindergarten. So she went to a real school for kindergarten. So 4 years old. And then Bubba's 4 right now, and he just started pre-K last fall, and I mean he's loving it.
I feel like Amy would have him in the best schools. Like she's all about education, and we're gonna go there next. Like where would where,
Yeah.
where was Amy at like in her professional career like at this time um, when she had Eliana? Was she working? Was she in school? Like what was that timeline for her?
Amy was studying for the bar exam. A little bit about my wife, Josh. Pat already knows this. She's really, really driven. She's a strong woman, very passionate, and when she goes into something, she goes in 110%. So she actually has her JD and
Oh
MBA
wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
from Cumberland Law School, which is Sanford's law school, and she has her MBA from our business school at Sanford. So she doesn't use any of those degrees. Uh, she when we had Eliana in Kansas City, she was actually studying for the bar, and she passed it. She passed the bar, so she's a
Wow.
licensed attorney in the state of Missouri, and they got different states have reciprocity and stuff like that, so you don't have to retake the bar. But she's still licensed, and now she's going back to school, so that's another degree I have to pay for,
No,
and
Scott.
so I'm looking forward to that, Pat. Paying for that.
You see how
So,
he
but
didn't
no,
even have like a
she's
choice in the
fun.
matter. Like if
Yeah.
you're married to a lawyer, like she probably spins everything in such a way where you just can't even win the argument.
No, it's for a reason here.
Yeah.
She's got the facts and
A lot of my
everything.
teammates, especially in Chicago, when I was there, they was like, "Nick, you never win an argument," because I would always debate guys in the locker room and talk to guys like the funny guy. They're like, "Nick, you winning here, but we know you're not winning at home."
You got to go to the jury on that one.
Yeah. Oh shoot. But let's transition into we call it game day, the day of the birth. Like
The
being a
big
first
day.
time dad, Eliana. Like were you nervous? Were you scared? Did you know what to expect? I'm sure Amy read like every book out there. What was it like for you guys walking in there?
Yeah, I mean, we really didn't read a lot of books on it. We kind of just, well, I was excited. I was excited when we got pregnant, mainly because I wasn't carrying the baby. I'm a man, so I'm like, oh yeah, let's
You got the
go.
easy job.
Amy was, uh, Amy was like upset. She was like, well, because she was studying for the bar, and then she found out she was pregnant, and she was like, "Dang, I thought I wanted to." She's a big planner or whatever, so she was like, "Dang, I thought I wanted to work at a law firm." And once you get pregnant and you're trying to work at a law firm, it's not gonna work. They're probably not gonna hire you. So she was kind of like, I don't know about this. And then she finally came around. Um, I think as far as me being a first time dad, I mean, I just went with the flow. Anything Amy asked me to do, I would do. Especially when Eliana was like breastfeeding and stuff like that. You really don't have a big part, a big role. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the trash is out. Make sure what I'm saying. Make sure you clean up after yourself because that postpartum can get kind of
Oh yeah.
serious. Any little trigger can like
What
you know, trigger a outburst. So just go with the flow. That's what I would tell first
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 time
time
dad? Yeah, I
dads.
mean, for anyone listening, like I'm sure there's a huge debate. I don't know what you guys did, Josh, but uh, having like the in-laws in the
Yeah.
delivery room. Like for me, it was 2020, so we didn't even have to cross that bridge of having like family like in the delivery room or whatnot. But
Oh
I don't
dang.
even know how the dynamic would
Yeah, we
be.
avoided that because we, like you said, we're coronials.
Yeah.
We avoided the in-laws in there. So
What you
Pat came
call
up
them?
with the term coronials,
The
but neither of us had
Colonials.
family in there. Did you have any family with you in there?
Yeah, man. I had we had Eliana in 2016, and we had Bubba in 2017. So I guess we were pre-colonials. And yeah, I had my mother-in-law came up for Eliana's birth, and then I had her for about a week or two.
Mm.
So I was staying at the facility longer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hot tub, extra sauna, everything was cool. With Bubba, she came back up, and I think my dad came up, and then my mom eventually came up. So it was kind of we had a came up to Miami, so came down to Miami. So it was kind of a good helping
Oh,
hand.
nice.
So.
Were there like any funny moments? I guess like in the hospital at that time, was Amy like, was she? I feel like some women are like very abusive to their husbands, like when the baby's like coming. I don't know if that's just like in the movies or whatnot, but like, were there any funny moments? I guess in the hospital, leaving the hospital. We talked about like that safety video that they show you, basically like don't drop the kid off of like a changing
Don't
table, or
shake
like
it.
yeah, or like how to put him in a car seat, like simple thing.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Man, it's a funny story. I got like three funny stories. So one of them, we were at the little safety. You know what I'm saying? Amy was still pregnant with Eliana. Went up to the hospital. You know what I'm saying, to see all the rooms and stuff, and then they take you through this course, and you're there with your wife, and they're taking you through like safety tips, kind of like you was talking about, and then they showed this video, and the video was of birth, but it was a cartoon. It was animated. You know what I'm saying? It was animated. So it showed the baby crowning, and then it was animated until the baby crowned, and then it switched to a real life, like a real
No,
life
come
baby.
They're
on.
And
just switching it on you.
I was like, oh my lord. So it was this lady like, I don't know. I call it Wolf. It was this lady Wolf right there on the screen, and I was looking around like, oh my lord, it's not animated anymore. So that was a funny one.
Amy
Another
was like
funny
doing like,
one.
Yeah, she's like, you gotta look away, man.
Yeah. Another funny one was you sit up by you sit up by your wife when she's
Mhm.
pushing. You know what I'm saying, and you're telling her everything is great. You're doing great. I guess I had some bad breath that day, and I was like, push, and I was right there at Amy's face, and if you know my wife, Josh, she'll say anything. So Amy was like, I was like, push, and Amy was like, shut up, your breath smells terrible.
Oh no.
So first time dads, bring the chewing gum,
chewing, especially if
bring
you
the
sleep
chewing gum to the
overnight.
delivery
Oh
room.
yeah.
You're in that
Yeah.
reclining bed, get no sleep, don't brush the teeth.
And then I actually broke the bed in Kansas City. I was there trying to spend the night, and I sat down on it, and it's just a little recliner that turns
Yeah.
into a bed. A lot of hospitals have them, and I sat down on it, and it broke. Screw fell out the bottom. So luckily, the hospital was close to our home, to our house, and Amy just said, "Just go home, just go home."
Oh, you got the out.
He did get the out, but that is a test though. She set you up. She's like, you can go home if you want, and she's like, look,
Yeah.
you gonna go home?
No, her mom was there. Her mom was there. Remember? So I was like, "Hey, I'm gone."
Tell me how it goes. I'll see you later.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were a pro at the point when Bubba was born. Like your second, you walked in there, you knew what to expect. Bubba was straightforward, or was anything crazy happening?
Yeah, I actually delivered Bubba. Like our doctor let me put on the scrubs,
Oh
put on the
yeah.
gloves, and I was down there right, in the action. You know what I'm saying? Like for the first one, I would tell first time dads don't do
They
it.
said behind the curtain. I didn't have a curtain.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I, yeah,
Okay.
did you?
Second time, second dad, second child, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like got to hang of it. You want to see what's going on.
Did
So,
you clip the umbilical cord we had?
We talked about this one. They are a lot tougher to cut than they look.
yeah, it's like a tendon. Cause I hunt. I hunt. So I cut a deer's like tendon on his leg, try to get the leg off. But yeah, it's like a tendon. It's like cutting a tendon. It's kind of like rubbery, and the scissors they give you not sharp. I'm
See?
like,
Yeah, I got so much
and then
crap for
and
it.
then I and then I didn't know, if I was like hurting the
Right.
baby because like you cutting flesh. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of crap for cutting the umbilical cord wrong. I was told I wasn't doing it right, and I went up there and had no problem cutting it, but those scissors bounced right back. They don't want to go.
how many kids you
We
got,
have
Josh?
got one. She's about to be 16 months, so not years. That'd be crazy.
Oh, I thought she was
16
about to say
That
she's
would
about to
be
be
nuts. I would
16.
really be dating myself there. Nah, 16 months. But yeah, we're like getting ready to talk about having baby number two. And first time for me, I went in and I wouldn't say I was nervous, but with COVID, it was kind of a weird circumstance anyway. And
Yeah.
instead of the curtain, my wife asked for no curtain. And instead, they're like, we can bring a mirror. This was
Oh.
weird to me. I didn't know this was an option
For
at all.
her?
This was like an audible mid delivery, and like, yo, we got a mirror. If you want to see, it'll help you push. I mean, like,
I don't think any woman wants to see what's going on down there in the
hey, it
middle.
helped. It
Oh
helped,
my
man.
lord.
She did it?
Yeah,
God bless her.
yeah. We had a mirror. Aaliyah had a mirror, and baby Billy came right out.
Shoo.
Man, thank the Lord for
Yeah,
women. You see that delivery? You see that whole delivery process? Just thank the Lord for
yeah,
women.
man. That is a brutal process, but they have it under control.
Yeah, we can't do it.
I
I
was
can't
sitting
do
there.
it,
I'm
man.
like, you're doing great. You're killing it right now. And I just, what else do you say? Like, push, come on.
You don't know what to
Yeah.
say. Just say what they tell you on the video to
On the
say.
video.
You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, what that video say
And
earlier?
yeah, go girl.
Oh man. So you having two pretty close in age, boy, girl. You gotta have a favorite. You gotta have you gotta have a favorite. I mean, there's a different dynamic, I would assume, daddy-daughter relationship, father son. Is there any truth to that? I mean, because I only have a daughter, so I know like anytime she.
I don't know, because they're still young right now. You start to have your parents start to gain favorites when you start getting older, like high school. You know what I'm saying? College. Different kids' lives, different siblings' lives go in
Yeah.
different directions. So you're like, all right, I enjoy this one a little more. But right now, nah, because it's different dynamics. You know what I'm saying? The daddy daughter, she's my firstborn, and then you got Bubba. He's Nick Jr. He's my son. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's hard to say. It's hard
Yeah, I
to say.
think the older you get, it's like you get more of a hobby that you build around maybe your son. And then your daughter, you're always going to be protective anyway. The dad's always the protector of
100%.
their daughter. And the son, you're like,
Exactly.
yeah, you go do whatever you want. We'll go hunt. We'll go do whatever.
Oh, Bubba's gonna be killing deer.
Yeah, get ready for the first hunt, man.
Got to. Never too young.
Exactly. I'm supposed to be taking him hunting. He always asks me to go hunting. I'm supposed to be taking him next year when we go, because he'll be 5. He'll be 5.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to let him get in on the action? Or is he just chilling with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him. Yeah, I'm gonna let him get in. Bubba's a lot like Amy. He's not scared
That's
of
awesome.
anything. Eliana's a little more reserved, like me. Like kind of, she gonna look at stuff and figure it out first, and then she'll go in. Bubba just don't care. You don't care.
Just got that deer. He's gonna go ahead at first, like.
Oh yeah. He probably gonna be trying to eat his so I don't know. He the wild man. He the wild man.
I can't wait to ask you this question. Is there any gadget like Amy had to have, like for the new dads out there, like dads to be? I remember we have this Duna stroller that just like collapses
Oh,
like
yeah.
smoothly into the car. Like the wheels pop up, you fold it up, and it becomes a car seat. Or if there's like any toy that like everyone has to have. I know Josh had the snoo. He was like one of those like snoo people where like the crib would
Yeah, snoo life, baby.
it would just shake when the baby started crying and would rock it back to sleep. Did you guys have like any of those?
Man, I bought something like that. What Josh had, and Eliana hated it. I was so mad because I spent some money on it, and it'll like Bluetooth to your phone, so you could play. you could work it through your phone, and she hated it.
Oh.
But I would say, what's the little thing that goes in the bed and your baby can lay in the bed with you? I
Oh
forget what
man, I know what that is too, but I don't know the
you,
name.
you guys have.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys have it right now.
like a oval donut
Bassinet?
thing.
It's like an oval. It's like an oval
Yeah,
shape.
I know exactly what it is. I just don't know the name of it.
Is it a bassinet?
It's
Dang,
like a
we haven't had
big pillow basically that they can sleep in. They don't
exactly.
fall. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That is helpful. We used to
Yeah,
put that in the bed, and they'd like, we'd have Billy in between us or something, hanging out. You don't have to worry about him falling out.
yeah. You can't like roll over. You can't like roll over on
Yeah.
them because it's like kind of raised.
We had the Mamaroo. That was another one I haven't talked about yet. The Mamaroo, it like rocks your kid for like nap
I
time.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's like you put it on the
Yeah.
floor though, and it like has a little rocker. That thing's pretty sweet.
Like a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
like a swing.
Yeah.
You just buckle them in or whatever.
Yeah, you need all us dads, man. We need all the gadgets we can get, bro.
Gadgets. I mean,
Sometimes-
shows.
Yeah.
Like, what, like I'm sure the kids crush shows. Like what are they watching in the Nick household?
What are they watching
Yeah,
now?
what are they watching now? I mean, are they Coco Melon kids? Like, what are they doing? Sophia?
Nah, we watch Right Now Media. It's like a Christian
yeah.
outlet cartoon place. So they watch Bible Man, story. I think it's called Storybook. And then they watch some other shows too. My son is getting into Sonic.
Oh, nice.
Eliana's into she's always into the latest like Disney movies. So like Bruno.
Yeah.
I think it's called Bruno. It's called Bruno. Encanto. The reason I said Bruno, you got to understand when they start watching these movies and shows, they'll pick up on the songs, and then they'll have you playing. I was just playing it in the car 500 times. The Bruno song in Encanto.
You can't play it once.
Right.
The second it ends, it has
You
to
can't
come
play
on
it
again.
once. You can't play it once, and then it's just stuck in your head.
I think there's a reason why that song's going to be a number one song from Disney now. All the kids just want it played over and over again. Their streams are through the roof.
Man, they play it so much, and as soon as it's over, my son says again. I'm like, oh.
It's gonna go to the top of the charts because of Nick's kids.
he's in charge of this one right now.
We like streaming it like at least like 20
Disney's like, hey, we got some royalty fees. We gotta pay you, Nick.
So is that like the go-to? You just pop on a show like today, like snow day for the kids. Nick's daddy daycare. What are we doing today? Doing shows, maybe.
Come on now, we already started. Day almost over, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got what we did. We woke up, cereal. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta wash no dishes. Gotta think ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta think ahead. Cereal, some fruit. It's already chopped up. The wife already chopped it up. Strawberries. You know what I'm saying? Blueberries. So then we transition to Lifetime. So Lifetime is a daddy daycare staple because you got women there at Lifetime that can watch your kids for you while you go, you know what I'm saying, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So we just got back from Lifetime, you know what I'm saying? And another thing about Lifetime is they tire them out. You see what I'm saying? You got to get them tired. You got to wipe them out. They just slept all night. So then you got to tire them back out within 6 hours so they can go to sleep again.
This is a foolproof
So
system.
This is like tried and true.
And then you play, and then while you're on the way home, you know, kids like to fall asleep in the car, because I always did. They like to fall asleep in the car. So what you do is, it's 20 degrees outside, you let the windows down. When you see those eyes start creeping down, to go to sleep, you let that window down. Let that cold draft wake them back up. You know what I'm saying?
Gold right
Play the Encanto music, loudest crap. You know, keep them up, get them home while they're awake, put them down for bed. You know, they tired, they wiped out. So now when they wake up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be scrambling, trying to find something to do until like 8 o'clock.
I think that has to be the best bit of advice we've received ever.
100%.
Like easily. I mean, we don't have the cold to open the windows down here for that. I mean, it's like 70 something out, so it might be pretty nice.
Oh, it don't have to be cold.
Oh, you're just rolling it down. You got to get the wind.
You got to just get the wind. Just get the wind, bro. Like 30 miles per hour. Let that wind like hit their face, and they're like, oh.
Yo, what the heck?
my son stopped falling for it. He'll just be like, I'll be going like 80 on the highway. His lip just be like, and he'll be asleep, just be like that. So
Take himself
yeah,
out with his tongue.
Have you guys ever had to do any long distance driving with the kids? Like any vacations, anything lined up like this off season that you got to prepare for?
yeah. We always even before the pandemic, we never like we'll be leaving like Chicago or something like that. I train in Alabama, so we always drive down. Because it just makes it easier. You can carry more stuff. We got two big Suburbans, so we like pack it out with all my training stuff, all the kids stuff, Amy stuff. So we always driving. So we're actually driving back down to Alabama here soon, so I can start back
Yeah,
training.
you actually answered my next question. I was going to follow up. My wife got on me about needing another car for having another kid, and she wants a minivan. We've got a Volvo SUV, which is great. I really don't see a problem with it.
Don't hey, come on now, don't do the minivan,
I
bro.
can't. I
Don't
bought
do
a
it.
Porsche Cayenne. I picked that up. I was like, "Hey, we're good here," and she's like, "I'm still getting rid of the
Yeah.
Volvo," and I was like, "Why are we doing that?"
I tell you, you do have to look at the Tahoe, the Suburban, or something like
They are
that.
pretty nice. I like Suburbans.
bro, I'm telling you, the
They're
Suburban.
they're pretty awesome.
The Suburban. And if you can find one with captain seats, like
Oh
captain
yeah.
seats, second row, that's perfect. You got the trunk space. You can pack like say if your wife has to go to the grocery store, so you got to make it easier on yourself. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna be making a pitch
Say
for a
if
new
your
car.
wife wants to go to the grocery store,
I
you got the groceries in the back, and then you got the stroller that can fit back there, and it's gonna be a double stroller because you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
you
two
got to go
kids
too.
here soon. That's what I'm saying. The Tahoe not gonna do that for you.
Suburban's got that extra space. That's what you need.
Exactly.
See, I get a
Exactly. It
lot
saves
on the
you a headache.
cars.
Saves you another conversation or argument with your wife. See, we gotta think
Yeah,
ahead.
we got space for the stroller, space for the suitcases. You got all their snacks, all the toys,
Yep.
and
Come
then
on
when you go
now.
to the store,
Come
you're
on now.
covered.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now we're going to transition to the grocery store runs because I keep up with Nick
Oh
on
my
social
lord.
media. Can you tell us a little bit of the chronicles that Amy has you run around like at Whole Foods and the organic food that she just? I think they're fake foods, right? I mean, I'm in your corner. I think they're fake. I mean,
Well, Pat, as soon as you said grocery store, you kind of pissed me off for this whole podcast. Bro, the grocery store is just I can go to the grocery store for things that I want. You know what I'm saying? When your wife makes you a grocery list, the best thing you can do is say, I have something to do. I can't go. I can't make it. I have to go into the facility, even if it's the off season. Even if you off the next day, off work, I have to go in and I gotta sign something. Don't go to the grocery. It's a setup.
so what? Walk us
It's
through what it
it's a
like. Whole
setup.
Foods. I would assume that's one of the stores you guys shop at, right? Because Amy's through and through super healthy.
We got Whole Foods. And Amy does a lot of like online shopping for like raw milk. We
The
got
meats, right? You fly those in and have a shipment.
yeah, we got Bar Ranch Direct
Nice.
where we get all our meat from, like all our pork, grass fed beef, grass finished beef. She used to get our eggs from somewhere, but she gets all the like cheese from this raw. It's like an Amish farm somewhere.
In
I don't know. I
Michigan.
don't know. Man, I don't know.
I see. I understand though. I know Pat understands. Every dad listening probably understands this. You go to a grocery store and they text you, "Hey, are you at the grocery store?"
They know damn well you're at the grocery store
You
because
don't
they
want to.
sent you to the grocery
Yeah,
store.
you don't want to answer that though because you know what's coming. It's going to be, "Hey, can you get this?" And you go, "This doesn't exist. There's no way that's a real thing." I don't even know like
My
half of them
whole
on the list or where to find them.
my whole my whole thing is I'm just walking around a grocery store, and then what kills me is when I find somebody that works there, and I say, "Hey, do you know where this is?" Something that Amy wrote, and they look at the list and they're like, "I know, I've never heard of that." And I'm like, hold on. My wife said it was here. And they're like, let me go ask somebody else. And then it's like a whole big cycle of like, come on, bro.
I
Like,
guess the benefit of going,
I could be a
I
lifetime.
guess the benefit of going to the store like that on like Mission Impossible, like it's not possible to get the stuff that she needs, but you're killing a lot of time.
That
I'm
is
like, why
true.
is Nick
That is
like?
true.
I saw you on Instagram. I'm like, why is Nick complaining? I mean, he's in the car right now. 15 minutes of solitude.
By
Throw
himself.
on some
You know what I'm
tunes.
saying? By himself. That's another trick too. That's another trick too. Just say, hey, after I go to the grocery store, I got to go to this other store
They
Got to
too.
didn't
get
have it.
gas. Got to
They
go.
were out.
Yeah.
I got to get gas. Make sure your tank on full. You gotta always be
You're
thinking
making 10 trips to the gas station a week.
ahead. Yeah, but grocery stores, it's Mission
So are
Impossible,
you a
bro.
Costco member too?
I'm not. We used to be with it was either Costco or Sam's, and then we just buying stuff in bulk. That's when we only had Eliana, and it was like, why are we doing this? It's weird. We're losing a lot of money because we're not eating all this
Yeah.
food that we're buying. So we kind of lost it. We kind of bowed out of that Costco thing.
See, Pat knows how my wife is. My wife Aaliyah is obsessed with Costco, and every time she goes there, she's like, "Oh, they have a killer TV deal. You have to get a new TV." I'm like, "We just bought one. Where are we gonna put it? Oh, Billy's room doesn't have one yet, so we'll move our TV in there, and we'll get this 70-inch for a bedroom." I
Yeah,
mean, everything that they carry at Costco is enough for your house, but then it's how many rolls of toilet paper do you need? Do you need like a warehouse for all the toilet paper they have there?
Clearly 40 rolls because they figured it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an insane number of things. How many packs of beef jerky can I really buy in one time? The whole pallet, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, you never know. You never know, man. When another pandemic might hit, and that stuff might come in handy,
that's
bro.
true.
It might not be
He
there.
was the toilet paper house. There's
Oh,
probably every
well,
family like knew like the
I
guy that
wasn't wanting
stockpiled.
to be. I was not wanting to be. We were stockpiling
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of stuff before COVID hit.
yeah. Amy gets all our paper products off of Amazon.
Yeah, see, and
So that's
Amazon's a
another
good
thing
one.
she gets online.
Yeah,
Nice.
Amazon, you don't have to leave your house, and that's coming straight to your door, and they got it all.
grass finished
Exactly,
toilet paper.
exactly.
Whole organic,
Grass
free
finished toilet
range,
paper. It's organic. It's organic though. No, it's not organic. It's non-toxic.
non-toxic. Yeah,
So they don't spray it. They don't spray it with anything. So that's a good thing.
It makes you double think of all the things that are terrible for you.
yes.
Like toilet paper is
Yeah,
sprayed. Like you didn't even know that.
it's
But
yeah. I mean, I didn't know half this stuff, and when she started like down this rabbit hole to like clean our household up, and it's when we got to Chicago. It's actually when we got to Chicago with all the cleaning products and stuff. We got to our townhome in Chicago in Vernon Hills. Pat knows that area. And she was cleaning. She was doing an extra clean on the unit on the townhome that we were in, and she about passed out because she was using like bleach and stuff like that. She about passed out, and she was like, "Why do we have products in our house that I'm using and I'm just getting deathly sick off of?"
Yeah.
So that's when she started down the rabbit hole of like cleaning up.
no, it's smart. I mean, they have so many products out there now, especially with the kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's like where mine goes first.
Exactly.
Like Tide Pods. Tide Pods a good example there. Kids were popping those.
You think Billy's gonna pop? I mean, they're just like teenagers. I thought.
Yeah, but a kid gets a hold of them, man, under the sink with your detergents.
That's true.
Yeah, throw one of those in.
Yeah. What scared Amy? She was I think Bubba had got under the sink in Chicago, and he sprayed. Well, I think Eliana got under the sink, and Eliana sprayed Bubba in the face with like some bleach or
Oh.
you know what I'm saying, Lysol or something like that. And Amy was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna go blind." And she was yet again was like, "Why do I have products
Yeah.
in the house that might kill or might, you know what I'm saying, might blind my kids?" So yeah, all of our products are like non-toxic.
Well, that's good. That's a big change, though.
It is, especially like when the
Yeah.
last generation was probably like, "Oh, it's good for him. Get a little bleach in your eye." Like now it's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
rub
this generation's
some dirt
so-
on it, too,
so
while you're at it.
soft."
Yeah, that's like the cure. That's like the cure to COVID right there. That
Yeah.
bleach.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well, Nick, we're gonna bring you to our last segment, and it is a fun one that we like to do at Locker Room Dads. So, Pat, why
Let's
don't you
do it.
lead us into this?
Yeah, so this segment right here is called Would You Rather. So you've probably been in a lot of different situations, like as a dad, but we're gonna hit you with this one. Okay. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with your kids that are extremely hungry for the next 5 hours?
You trying to get me in trouble, bro? You trying to get me in trouble? Say that
So
again.
would you rather be stuck in an elevator with your kids hungry for the next 5 hours with no snacks, no toys, no book, no nothing, or randomly change another kid's diaper for a week? All the dirty diapers, some random kid you don't even know for the next week.
Random kid.
Exactly.
Just someone says, "Hey, can you watch my kid?"
Can you wipe my kids?
But my kids are fed and they happy and they
Oh
not
no, they're
screaming.
screaming.
Oh, they're screaming. This is like the
They're
worst.
hungry.
Eliana, Bubba in an elevator with you, no Amy.
No shows.
Or you could just change a random guy's diaper,
Kid's diaper.
And yeah, I would have to be stuck with my. I mean, I done dealt with enough shit for my kids. I ain't had to change no doo doo diaper in shoot. How long Bubba been out of diapers? Probably like a year and a half now, 2 years. So I'm like, nah, bro. I'd rather be stuck in the elevator because I can threaten them and calm them down. So you got to work on your threats too. All right, I'm gonna take this from you.
Oh.
I'm gonna do this. You gotta. So I can get them calmed down. I can get them.
I will
calm.
turn this elevator around.
I will open these doors right now if I could.
Yeah.
Damn that. Yeah, because I was putting myself in this situation. I was like, I could clean up after my kid like all day, but as soon as like another kid's doo doo like hits my hand, like I'm
See,
I'm gonna be like, no, that's not happening. So I respect it.
I can't do it, man. And I done had doo doo. My kids doo doo. I done had it everywhere, bro. Like it's like y'all
Worst place
understand.
you've
Y'all
had it.
understand.
You
Like
in your mouth, like you just open.
you had a.
Oh no.
It was a funny. This is funny.
Oh no.
You was thinking if you should go
This
there.
was funny. When Amy watched this back, she gonna be dying laughing. So we were in Miami, right? So I guess Eliana had been like Bubba wasn't born yet, but I guess Eliana had been like constipated. So she had these little like you know what I'm saying, the little balls, the little doo doo
Oh,
balls
the best.
coming out of diaper. You know what I'm saying? She was
Yeah.
doodling the little
Yep.
doo doo balls, right? So one night I was eating some chocolate covered almonds.
No.
This is like
I
the
think you know where
perfect
this
cleanup.
I think you know where this going. So I was eating some chocolate covered almonds, right? And I was just crushing them. So then, you know how every dad you might drop one or see something like in the bed or something, you like pick it up, you like, hey, man, it's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna eat it. So I saw what looked like a chocolate covered almond in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to lay down. I was like, oh, that's one of my almonds. So I picked it up, put it in my mouth. And then I was like, my tongue hit it, and I was like, yeah. I was like, crap, man. Amy died laughing. I was like, hey.
So you never
So I done had shit a lot of different
in the
places.
mouth.
In my mouth. Only my kids. Some random strangers' kids. I can't.
No. So I guess that's a life lesson.
Yeah.
You don't eat anything random out of the bed anymore.
Yeah, that's off the table.
When you have
Exactly.
kids. I mean, at least when you're like
Exactly.
Especially if it looks like an almond.
Or don't eat foods that look like it could be noodle.
It's a good life
don't
lesson.
do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Pat, I think it's time to close this out.
I think we should.
Close this out with Nick. And Nick, you tell us what you got going on with Dadhood.
You got anything coming up? Any cool fun trips or anything the next?
Yeah, we got the PAO, so we're bringing the kids. Our family assistant is coming with us, so she's going to help us out. So we'll be at PAO in Miami. After PAO, we're going to drive the kids up to Orlando, kind of celebrating a late birthday for Eliana.
Right.
We're going to take them to Disney.
Let's go.
So y'all need to pray for me on that.
Yeah, good luck.
Josh came out.
You know, I'm already starting to work out so I can get my legs back up under me to get ready for Disney World because I know
It's a big day.
It's a hassle.
Josh actually just went
it's a
yesterday,
big day.
so he can help you out.
Yeah. We're getting ready. We're getting ready for that, and then just after that, we're going to the PA meetings in March because I am a voting rep for the Detroit Lions. So I have to show up to that. That's in Arizona. That's in Phoenix. So we're gonna take the kids to that. So just trying to get them out the house. I mean, this pandemic and all this COVID stuff just been like they've been stuck in the house a lot.
I'm looking forward to. I'm actually going to go to PAO, so I'll see you there. No kids though. We won't have the kid. And I'm going to go to
Cool.
Arizona, so we just booked that trip because I am also a
Okay.
voting rep.
Oh, look at you. Look at you, Pat.
Hmm.
But
He's important. He's important, Josh.
I'm
He
important.
is.
Did you see how Nick had to preface that though? He goes, "I am a voting rep."
I
for
am
the
very
Detroit
proud
Lions."
of you.
I am a voting rep. Man, I didn't want to be a voting rep.
They voted you
I didn't
in.
want to be a voting rep, bro. What happened was I was the fourth alternate. I was the third alternate because it's four total, I think. But everybody in front of me left the Lions last year, and it bumped me up to voting rep, and I was like, God, dog.
The longer you're in the league, man, that's what happens. It's like who's
Yep.
been here the
Moving
longest?
you
And it's
on
like
up.
Nick.
Yeah, hey, look at
Nick
this
will
guy.
take care of the long.
Yeah, and you know who hooked me into it? One of my good friends, Chase Daniel. He hooked me into it. Nick, you should come to the meeting. You should. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, it makes if you're gonna pay the fee, you got to at least have a trip for the family. Like they take care of the cost, right? They take care of the hotel. Like,
oh yeah, they need to pay. They need to pay for everything.
Hook it up.
We pay enough. We pay enough. We pay enough in dues, brother.
I know. I was like, they don't pay for the kids' seat. I was like super hot about that, and I was like, I guess you can't win them all. I was like,
Exactly.
come on,
Yeah.
man.
Just pick your
Come
battles.
on.
Pick your battles.
But Nate, we appreciate your time, man. We do appreciate you coming on the show, and I'll see you.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having
Yeah,
me,
for
bro.
sure. We'll catch up. I'll see you in Miami, and then I'll see you in Arizona, my man. Cool, bro.
All right,
Appreciate
Patty.
it.
All right, Josh.
Take care. Thanks for being on
Yes,
Locker
sir.
Room Dads.